Hello, my YGZ family. Um, thank you for joining me this evening. And this very evening, I'm so not happy. And the reason behind my unhappiness is because of this thing that has been going on in our society. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say right now about what's going on and all of that. They have a lot of things to say. If you're in an abusive marriage, get out, get lost, get something, just get. A lot of pastors have spoken about it, a lot of ministers have spoken about it, but I'm going to be sharing with you what Bishop FFA had to say about this. That's Pastor Funke, what she has to say about it, and again Minister Frank Edward. This is what they had to say about the passing of a very wonderful minstrel of the gospel in songs. That's Minister Osinachi. Apparently her husband has been beating her and subjugating her gift. What did the scripture say about a man's gift? Scripture says that a man's gift makes room for her, makes room for him. Now you can see how someone can use your gift against you. Now, because she's gospel, he knows that she will not come on social media like some of the actresses and actors of the secular world that will come forward and say that, okay, this person was actually violating me and all of that and all of that. But because he knew that, I don't even want to know his name, because he knew that she won't come out. Why? One, for the love of her children. What will happen to the kids? What would people say? But what do people have to say right now? See, I am even speaking. I've never met her one-on-one, but see me, I'm speaking. People will always have something to say about your situation. But if you know a way to get help, please, by all means, do. By all means, do. Now you're not here to explain your own side of the story, how it happened. But what we can read online is the fact that your husband beat you. Her husband beat her to the point that she was in a coma, and from there, she made a transition to be with the Lord. You will not be here to tell the story. What will people say when you're no longer here? I know how these ladies' songs make a lot of us that will be commenting down here cry. When you listen to her song, you will break down and Ekueme, Ekueme, you are the living God. Oh, is there no one like you? There are songs from a depth. You can tell that these songs were really received. They were not written. They were received from the Lord. You can tell. But yet behind these beautiful songs are pains that these people go through. Young lady, I beg you. You are single and fulfilled. Don't let no man tell you anything less. Don't let any man tell you anything less. You are single and you're fulfilled. Don't let life pressure you into taking decisions that you're not ready for. I am scared with the level that a lot of young people get married. You see 25 years old, 24 years old getting into marriage. I am scared for them because of the society we find ourselves in. Let me stop for a moment and let's listen to what Mr. FFA has to say.
Not inferior to anybody. Don't think that marriage is all that makes you. Please understand that you are important. With or without marriage, don't die in any abusive relationship. And I want to say this to, well, I'm not a pastor, I'm a pastor's wife. And I've been a pastor's wife for 33 years. Those of you that are privileged to have spiritual authority over people, please stop telling them to stay in abusive relationships and be praying. If they were your blood relation, will you tell them to stay there? How can you as a pastor, somebody tells you that my husband is beating me, my husband is slapping me, while my wife has brought out a knife, and then you say to the person, stay there, I will be praying for you. God can never hear that kind of prayer. Please, stop telling people. That is abuse of power. Submission is not subjugation. Submission is not slavery. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22 is preceded by verse 21. Submitting one to another. Every aircraft has a pilot and a co-pilot. The fact that you are the head of the relationship does not mean you should kill the body. Does not mean you should kill the body in the name of religion. Then I say the woman is not submitting. Submission, Bible submission, not demonic submission. Bible submission is strength put under control, and you submit one to another. Pastors, please stop this evil. Pastors' wives, please stop this evil. Can you allow your own daughter or your own son to stay in an abusive relationship and tell him or her to be praying while you are fasting until he or she dies? Let's stop this rubbish. It is not biblical.
Let us not judge men of God, because you're not you call them. Oh. You're not the one that called them. So don't put your mouth in their matter with God. It's only God that can correct them. Just remove your hands from them. But listen to the wisdom that they have to pass on. I read from social media of how another victim, a child saw that the father was always beating the child saw that the father was always beating the mother, and the mother went to go and meet her pastor. When she met the pastor told her that she should pray for 21 days. That she will be amazed at what God will do. I'm going to show you you can read it through here. You can just read it through here. And then while she was praying, on the 19th day, the husband saw her sprinkling oil on his shirt, and there he gave out the beating that consumed her life. Please feel free to speak. Talk. If you have to go on social media to get yourself help, please go ahead. Please go ahead and go on social media and talk. This is the platform that we have to express ourselves, and then nobody will come and hold you by the neck for expressing yourself. Talk. Please, we can't lose. This cannot be happening. This cannot happen in gospel. This cannot happen. We are the salt of the earth. If the salt will lose its flavor, its savor, how then can we be salted? We cannot let this go on. We can't let this go on. Young people, my concern, I am not married. I've never been married, so I wouldn't know how it is in the marriage. But I know from where I'm standing. You must see signs. You will see signs. You will see signs. Don't let those signs, don't let love blind you. Love is never enough in any relationship. Love is never enough. While you are young is the best time to tackle this. Pray for the will of God. Don't be there. You will see signs. God has opened your eyes to see these signs, and then you'll be praying for God to change the character when you are supposed to run with your legs touching your back. I beg you, young people, don't rush into marriage. It's better you are single at 50 and alive than you are married at 25 and cannot live to see your 26th birthday. Please, I beg you, young ladies, sought after God. As you sought after him, listen, open your ears and open your eyes. Minister FFA says that love is blind, but marriage is the eye opener. Don't wait till you get into the marriage before you know that this person will beat the hell out of me. They might say it with their mouths. That I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Action speaks louder than words. Action, they say, speaks louder than words. I just got back from a very tired journey. I promised myself that once I got home, I was going to do this video because this is Youngsters Gist Zone. This kind of message is for you. We talk gospel, we talk music, we talk lifestyle, and we talk business here. This is a compendium of all of them. This is business, this is gospel, this is music. I'm singing this as a song in your ears. Listen. I'd rather be single at 30 than be married at 30, and I'm not proud of my husband. I'm not proud of my home. I'm not proud to tell people that I have one of the best man in my life. Please, I beg you, young ladies, if you must go into marriage, go with your two eyes open. Be vigilant as you pray. Be vigilant as you pray. You are more privileged now that you're single to make the right decisions, because in the marriage, who knows what can happen? God will help us. Thank you so much for listening to my rubbish. Feel free to leave a comment down in the comment box. You can also check out some of our videos on the, I'll be leaving a link somewhere here for you to check out our videos on